guess who's reviewing the 100?
Hi everyone, and welcome to our first review for the 100, season 3.
Yep, better late than never.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, what happened was that I explained season 1 and 2 of the 100 to Americ in story time. You can actually watch the videos if you want, link in the description. And he was like, damn, that's a good show.
Yeah.
So we watched season 3 together.
Yep.
And then we're like, let's review the show.
Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss our upcoming reviews of the 100 season 3.
Every week.
Every week.
So we're excited to talk about season 3, and I think I did a really good job because you were able to kind of follow along really
I can
well.
absolutely follow along. Without further ado, let's talk about season 3, episode 1, titled
Wanheda, part 1. Let's start with some quick thoughts. Bellamy has a new girlfriend, and this is what Americ said when he saw her.
Red shirt. Yep. I don't know you. You're gonna die.
Raven broke my heart when she couldn't get down off her horse.
Ah, that kind of sucks, man.
And then she's like, and you can see it, I was like, oh. Octavia and Lincoln. Americ has some thoughts that he'd like to share.
She has some nerve. I swear to God. Homegirl drops from the sky and is telling Lincoln, like, you don't even know how to live. At least you know your language. Look at that sass. She has like...
You don't know how to be a grounder.
I'm like, excuse me? I was born here. Are you kidding me? It's like Sandrine telling me, it's like, you don't know how to be black. I'm like, hello? No. I'm sorry, but that was weird. Whew, I'm sorry. We can move on.
Murphy and Jaha. So poor Murphy spends like 83 days in the bunker, which actually give us some clue as to what the hell happened with Allie and all of that.
Yeah, she brought the thing. I mean, we don't know why she did what she did.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that's the whole thing with Jaha. Like, he seems to be like to say that there was a reason, and I don't know. It's just for me right now, the AI just went crazy.
And they didn't quite give him a good reason why they kept him secluded for 83 days. They really
had work to do.
Yeah, which sucks.
Right now, this is my question: is Jaha has he just gone crazy, or have we not seen yet?
I think we haven't seen yet. He did take that thing.
That's true. But that's why I said, well, it's one of those, sometimes they do in story, they seem crazy, and then, it's like the Matrix, it might sound crazy, but then you take the red pill, and you're like, shh. I don't know what to make of Jaha right now.
Yeah, I think it's the AI component is going to be really interesting here because we're talking more on the tech side of things.
Jasper. So Jasper's kind of a mess. On the one hand, I'm glad that they didn't just kind of gloss over the fact that he lost, like, his girlfriend.
Yeah, I agree with that, but at the same time, they did go into the other cliche, which is he's a mess. And it's all about bringing him back to where he was.
They didn't do that yet, so we don't know if that's where they're going.
I don't know. I don't know where they're going with this. It could go either way. I think, however...
I just like that we see him deal with it a little bit. I just don't know if it was the best idea to take him.
No, it was a terrible idea to take him. But here's the worst idea. This is clearly one of those things where you're looking at it and it's highlighting a problem with the structure of their society. Mm. How do you deal with mental illness? Like, how do you deal with mental illness? It's a real question, right? Like, what's the structure for that?
Yeah, I guess that's what I was thinking. Like, what do you do with him? Like, do you lock him away? Like, because obviously he's kind of dangerous a little bit. Like, he jumps on the people, he goes crazy.
No, he's a liability.
Yeah.
He's a liability, right? So you need to have a way to deal with that. In the same way on the Ark, when they were floating people, see how I was paying attention and everything? How do you deal with that? How do you deal with someone who's like breaking the rules and essentially
I think that's
breaking
why
society?
Raven was like telling Abby, like, you're not really doing a great job because you're like a doctor and a chancellor and you can't be both at this point. Clarke!
AKA the Hunted.
And AKA Wanheda.
Wanheda, what's up? Commander of Death.
Yeah.
She's got a rep, yo. No, hold on. Let's no.
Clarke's a badass.
No. Forget how badass. Imagine, you know the stories people say, like, if you ever go to jail, find the biggest guy, and if you kill him or whatever, beat him up.
She did that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. She's the biggest guy in the freaking region, all right? Everyone wants to go after her. That is so cool.
Did you grasp what Indra was saying?
What was?
That you know who's after her, right?
Pretty much
everybody.
Everyone, but mostly the Ice Queen people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So they think that if they get her, then they get her power. And it's I think it's a little bit like superstitious type of thing, like the Ice Queen, if her people are like, oh, she has Wanheda, we can follow her to war and we can break the, you know.
But if you want to put it in today's terms, right?
Yeah.
It's branding, right? It's really about getting sort of like that kind of celebrity endorsement or getting it's a form of...
We got Wanheda.
We got Wanheda, guys. Join our clan. We're the best. Yeah. That's fundamentally what it is, right? And it's so interesting because at first you could dismiss it like, oh, these people are peasants. How can they believe in that? But at the same time, we do the same thing now. We just call it differently, you know? So I think it's very interesting
it's
how,
really cool.
you know, everybody's after her. Even when people are after her, but just to get her, right?
Yeah.
Not obviously to kill her. It's very interesting.
Yeah, and Clarke has a...
Well, she's been busy.
Yeah.
Clarke has been busy.
Poor thing has been alone for 3 months. That's the only person that seems to understand what she did. Unfortunately, Clarke has been sort of found out by, for now, before we find out who he is, I'm going to call him Charles Vance for black salespeople.
So Vance did manage to capture him. He was a very patient guy.
Yeah.
He waited until she came out. He was like... Yo, homeboy's on the schedule.
Well,
wrap it up.
I like that he didn't try to, he just kind of played it cool, like, all right.
I got you. I see you.
I think it's her.
It's going to be interesting to see how episode 2, which is Wanheda Part 2, is going to play that story out. Cliffhanger!
And other cliffhanger, Indra, Kane, Bellamy, and Monty stuck between 2 trees in a car. And we don't know who's got them.
Yeah. Theories?
So, Americ, first the 100th episode that you've actually watched. Like, you understand the story, but first episode that you watched. Thoughts?
It's really, really interesting. And I feel for me, like, the most interesting part of it was seeing how the whole, like, structure of each society and the rules and, like, how people are dealing with, the new... situation, new universe. For me, I still knew, so it's still like, wow, that's so cool. I know you're like, yeah, we know. Structure, they float people. Shut up! like, I'm just like, oh, what the heck? So I thought that was pretty cool. I like that. And I also like the fact that they have like these moments where they have like music and they show different scenes from all the different characters. I like that a lot. Obviously I don't, like it all the time, but this was really cool. It worked really well. So I'm excited to see what the rest of the season has in store for us.
That's all we have for now.
But what did you think of the season premiere? What storyline really stuck with you? Comment below. Let us know.
Yes. And if you like this video, make sure to hit the like button. Click it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye. I thought it was really interesting that the perspective that girl had, because for her, she did a good thing. Yeah. Like, she killed the people that killed her parents. Yeah. So we're like, oh, she killed all these mountain man people. But then for the grounders, or the people that, were not mountain men, they're like, you were taking, like, my family and turning them into reapers and taking their blood and killing them. So you're terrible. So it's just interesting to see, like, perspective that for some people, it's like, you're a monster. And for other people, you're a hero.
But still, everybody still agrees that she's a badass.
She's a badass.